Hello, I'm David Yardley. Join me every Saturday between 10 and 11 at Venice Grind Cafe for a legal hour where we will discuss topics of legal interest and offer free legal advice on a one-to-one basis if you have legal questions. We also have a site on Facebook under David Yardley Attorney, and you can post your questions there. We'll have an opportunity to review them and give you answers when you show up and join us on Saturdays here at the Venice Grind Cafe. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you. The Legal Hour with Trevor. Hello, Trevor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to be here with you.
Trevor and I were speaking about his moving violation ticket that he received, and I found it very interesting that Trevor actually appeared in court and handled his moving violation ticket himself. Tell us about that, Trevor.
Okay, so I got a moving violation for talking on a cell phone. Pretty common ticket.
I've had one.
Yeah. Common, but the fees can get up there. So I waited a long time to pay this parking ticket, as can sometimes happen, and it doubled and then doubled again, and then they tacked on some fees, and eventually I got a notice from a collections agency, and the ticket had gone up to about $900. So they asked for an appearance. They asked for you to come in. So I went to go pay the ticket. I don't know what I was going. I went, and a couple hours of waiting in line, another hour or so waiting inside of a courtroom. Eventually, they call you up to the stand. You get to speak in front of the crowd and talk to the judge, her or himself. And they dropped off the majority of the fees. They reduced it to about $400. So that was a good thing. And then they set up a payment plan with you, and that was pretty much the gist of it.
So it worked out well for you, and that's good to hear. How much time do you think you spent total in court, approximately?
How much time I spent? Too much time I spent there. At least, somewhere around 4.5 hours, including the time to wait in line to talk about paying off the ticket. Not so much paying off the ticket, so much as setting up a plan to do so.
Sure. Well, that's why sometimes an attorney is helpful, because if you can't take time off work and you can't afford to spend those hours in the courthouse, the attorney can usually handle the traffic violation for you quite quickly.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, will get you a pretty good reduction in the ticket amount.
Yeah, and they do the reductions, but you can't help but have the feeling that there's something more you could be doing here. But you're up there by yourself. You're not really sure what to do exactly. So, and there's something to be said about not having to wait in the line. So,
good. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
No problem, David.